A lot of people do not know that reading can actually help us to get closer to our goals. It can actually help us to make our journey to success very, very fast. A lot of people do not know that. There's a saying that says if you want to hide something from a black man, just write it in a paper. Yes, when you write it in a paper, the person is just going to throw it away because he does not want to read. He or she does not want to read. So we are going to we'll continue from where we stopped the last time. I hope you're following. I hope you're enjoying the reading with Bola. So let's continue from where we stopped yesterday. So I suggest we read 5 chapters of our book daily. I suggest we read 5 chapters of a book daily. It will actually go a long way to help us in achieving success. I can't even really I asterisked where we stopped yesterday and I'm still looking for it like this. I asterisked it somewhere around here. Okay. Sorry. Oh, yeah. So I got it. I got where we stopped yesterday. So the book we are reading is How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's the book we are reading. And if you are following me, I love you. So let's try to improve ourselves. Let's develop ourselves personally. It is very, very important. So we go. Fall was condemned viciously. Condemned a few men in public life have ever been. Did he repent? Never. Years later, Herbert over intimidated in a public speech that President Arden's death has been due to mental anxiety and worrying because a friend has betrayed him. When Mrs. Fall heard that, when Mrs. Fall heard that, she sprang from her chair. She wept. She shook her feet at fate and screamed, "What? Adding betrayed by four? No, my husband never betrayed anyone. The whole house full of gold would not tempt my husband to do wrong. He is one he is the one who has been betrayed and led to the slaughter and crucified. There you are, human nature in action. Wrongdoers blaming everyone but themselves. What are all like this? We are all like that. So when when you and I are tempted to criticize someone tomorrow, let's remember AI Capone. Tugon Crowley and Albert Ford, let's realize that criticism are like homing pigeons. They always return home. Let's realize that the person we are going to correct and condemn will probably justify himself or herself and condemn us in return. Or, like the gentle Taft we say, I do not see how I could have done any differently from what I have done. Do we understand this? This is the summary of everything. Everything boils down to do not criticize. Do not criticize because there is an adage in Yoruba that says, do not throw stone to the market. If you throw stone to the market, you don't know who the stone might meet. It might be your relative. Do not try to condemn somebody. If you try to condemn somebody, there is a way that condemnation will turn around. The person will try to justify his or herself, and the criticism will come back to you. So it is very important, no matter the situation, do not criticize your child, do not criticize your husband, do not criticize your wife, do not criticize your siblings, do not criticize your workers. It has a way of turning around. If you want to correct somebody, you correct them with love, not by criticizing them. It doesn't really go well when people know that they are being criticized. On the morning of April 15, 1968, Abraham Lincoln lay down dying in a hall bedroom of a ship lodging house directly across the street from Ford Theatre, where John Wilkes Booth had shot him. Lincoln's long body lay stretched diagonally across sagging bed that was too short for him. A sharp reproduction of Rosa Bonheur's famous painting, The Horse Fair, hung above the bed, and a dismal gas jet flickered yellow light. As Lincoln lay dying, Secretary of War Stone said, "There lies the most perfect ruler of men that the world has ever seen." What was the secret of Lincoln's success in dealing with people? I studied the life of Abraham Lincoln for 10 years and devoted all of 3 years to writing and rewriting a book entitled Lincoln the Unknown. I believe I have made a detailed and exhaustive study of Lincoln's personality and home life as it is as it is possible for any being to make. I made a special study of Lincoln's method of dealing with people. Did he indulge in criticism? Oh, yes. As a young man in Pigeon Creek Valley of Indiana, he not only criticized but he wrote letters and poems ridiculing people and dropped these letters on the country roads where they were so sure to find. One of these letters aroused resentment that